Hello chess fans, this is Rick from Chess to Progress. To progress at chess you will need to study tactics, study endgames, study the classics from the past and the present, and analyze your own games. This is number 7 in the series Tactics. In number 6 I gave you 6 positions to solve and asked you for feedback. And the main feedback was that they were a bit too easy, and there were a few suggestions from viewers to do a tiered video. And that's what I'm trying in this video. And again, let me know if this is better for you. There are 6 positions, 6 tactical puzzles to solve. The first 2 are quite easy. The second 2 are more difficult. And the last 2 are quite difficult. Let me know what you think of this level of tactical puzzle. Let's get into it. This is the first one, black to play and win material. For every puzzle, if you want to solve it, put the video on hold when I show the position. Then I'll give the solution straight afterwards. It's black to play and win, and black has a nice fork here. Knight c6 to e5, forks queen and rook, and white does not have a move to deal with that threat. He has to play queen e2 or queen f1. He has to keep protecting the bishop on c4. If the queen goes somewhere else, then black will win a full piece on c4. But after, for example, queen f1, the knight takes on f3. And after g takes f3, black has won an exchange. Knight forks, always something to look out for. Let's go to the second one. This is again black to play and win. Many pieces on the board. What move does black have? The solution is queen d8 to h4. You always have to look for pieces that are unprotected, and that bishop on c4 is unprotected, and with queen h4 we can attack the bishop but also threaten checkmate on h2. A double attack. Double attacks are always very powerful. So white does not have time to save his bishop, doesn't have time to protect it, or doesn't have time to take the knight on d5, because he has to worry about the checkmate. So after queen h4 and a move like h3, there is queen takes c4, and black has won a piece. The third position, slightly more difficult than the first 2. This time it's white to play and win. Well, what first strikes the eye is that black is a lot of material up. Black has a queen for a rook. But of course, black's king is in trouble, and the rook looks set to give check to the king. A move that looks very attractive is knight takes f6 check. It's double check, both rook and knight give check, and white wins the piece, so that cannot be bad. But after king f8, black is still better. The solution is another knight check, knight h6 check. Double check, again, rook and knight give check to the king. And if there's a double check, the only way to solve the check is by moving the king. It doesn't win material straight away, but it does something better, because after either king h8 or king f8, there is checkmate on the spot. Rook g8 is checkmate, the king has no escape squares. So not taking material on the first move, which looks very attractive, but looking a bit further and giving another check leads to checkmate on the spot. What about this one? White to play and win. Many pieces on the board, black has a pawn up, but he is in a bit of trouble. What you should see here is that the black queen does not have many squares, and how can we catch that queen? We do that with the very nice move f2, f4, attacking the queen. The queen does not have any safe squares to go to, but you can take that pawn en passant. You can play e4 takes f3 en passant. But if you do that, that opens up the file from the rook to the queen, and then white can take the queen on e5. And if you look even further, you can see that black cannot even take that rook back, because after king takes e5, there is suddenly a checkmate with queen d4. The king is caught in the middle of the board. So again, let's look at f4. After f4, the queen has no squares. The best thing to do is take that rook on d6. But after c takes d6, white has won a queen for a rook and has a winning position. This is position number 5. And again, a step up in difficulty. White to play and win. Black has an extra bishop, but those pawns on a5 and b6 look very dangerous. What is white's best move here? White has a very nice queen sacrifice. Queen takes e6 check is the best move in the position. And why? Because if you just take that queen, what will happen? Well, if you take the queen, then there is g takes f5. It's check, and at the same time the rook is now attacking the queen. That's why it was strong to lure the king to e6, because of this g takes f5 check move. So king takes pawn and rook takes g2, and this is a winning position for white. If after queen takes e6 check you do not take the queen because you see that you will lose your own queen, but play something like king d4, well, then there is also a problem, because queen takes e6 was not just capturing a bishop and was giving check, it also was attacking the rook on b3. And that rook is unprotected. Again, unprotected pieces are always something to look out for. Loose pieces drop off is the saying. So after king d4, white takes on b3 and again has an easily winning position. This is the last position, black to play and win. An endgame of queen and rook. White has an extra pawn. Two strong pawns, connected pass pawns on the queen side. But what strikes the eye is that white's king is in big trouble. Rook h5 checkmate would be a nice move, but the problem is that that rook is pinned, so it cannot play. So what can black do? Black can sacrifice his queen to distract the white queen. Queen g3 check is the solution of the problem. White only has one legal move. You have to take the queen. And now the rook is no longer pinned. And the g3 square is occupied by the white queen, so it's not accessible to the king. So rook h5 is a very nice checkmate. The queen is in the way of a safe square for the king. Hope you liked these 6 tactical puzzles. Hope you were able to train your tactical skills, and hope the level suited your own playing strength. Please let me know. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the Chess2 Progress channel. Please leave a comment. And if you liked the video, it would be great if you could share it on social media by clicking the share button on YouTube. You also may want to check out my Chess2 Impress channel. The link is in the description box. This is Rick from Chess2 Progress. Thank you very much for watching.